70% of H-1B visa holders come from India.
This idea that American citizens don't have the talent to do great things, that you have to import a foreign class of servants and professors to do these things, I just reject that. I actually think we invest in our own people.
Never going to be a country like what we have right now.
And does that
the
mean
Republicans have to talk about it, Laura.
And does that mean the H-1B visa thing will not be a big priority for your administration? Because if you want to raise wages for American workers, you can't flood the country with tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of foreign workers.
You also do have to bring in talent. When
we have plenty of talented people
no,
here.
You don't. No, you don't.
We don't.
What? Come on, bro. Don't do this to us.
Have talented people here.
No, you don't have certain talents, and people have to learn. You can't take people off an unemployment line and say, I'm going to put you into a factory where we're going to make missiles, or I'm going to put
How did we ever do it before?
Why not? Training. What?
Before.
Now, I remember when Vivek Ramaswamy said essentially the same thing as President Trump, that Americans are too dumb to do these jobs. Everybody went for his throat. People were very upset with Vivek Ramaswamy, and he sort of went into hiding for a little bit. Now he's back on the scene and everything seems to be okay. But this should definitely frustrate people. I know for sure a lot of people should be frustrated that are America first. I mean, the whole idea of America First is to give these opportunities to Americans, especially the high-paying, high-skilled jobs. If we can't do them for some reason, why is it so hard to train us?
Well, I'll give you an example. In Georgia, they raided because they wanted illegal immigrants out. They had people from South Korea that made batteries all their lives. You know, making batteries are very complicated. It's not an easy thing and very dangerous. A lot of explosions, a lot of problems. They had like 500 or 600 people, early stages, to make batteries and to teach people how to do it. Well, they wanted them to get out of the country. You're going to need that, Laura. I mean, I know you and I disagree on this. You can't just say a country's coming in, going to invest $10 billion to build a plant and going to take people off an unemployment line.
There it is, right there. Money talks. It must have been them deals he made. Part of the deal is we get to bring over a certain amount of people to work for our company and spy on you guys. Sheesh.
Who haven't worked in 5 years, and they're going to start making missiles. It doesn't work that way.
It should absolutely work that way. Why can't we just train somebody? Anyways, let's check out Vice President J.D. Vance, because a while back he talked about this exact issue, and he is still America first, regardless of what is going on with what President Trump is saying right now.
A couple points about this. First of all, I've heard a lot of the criticisms, the fear that we're going to have a brain drain. If you go back to the 50s and 60s, the American space program, the program that was the first to put a human being on the surface of the moon, was built by American citizens, some German and Jewish scientists who had come over during World War II, but mostly by American citizens who had built an incredible space program with American talent. This idea that American citizens don't have the talent to do great things, that you have to import a foreign class of servants and professors to do these things, I just reject that. I actually think we invest in our own people, we can do a lot of good. You've heard that criticism in particular as the president has talked about cracking down on foreign student visas and their abuses, but I think that's actually an opportunity for American citizens to really flourish.
Bingo! Couldn't have said it better myself. Look, man, these are opportunities that we can do. You're going to sit here and tell me that you got to bring in a bunch of people from South Korea to build batteries because we can't train Americans to build batteries at a Hyundai plant, bro? Okay. No, that is wrong. Trump is wrong on this one, man. And look, if we're ever going to advance anywhere as a country, as a society, you got to stop the ass kissing, and you have to call out somebody when they are wrong. Now, Trump has been right on a lot of things, but on this one, I have to disagree.
What is an H-1B visa? Follow me over to the wall. H-1B visas are a mechanism of legal immigration that is supposed to bring in skilled workers into the United States. They allow for U.S. employers to hire foreign professionals in specialty occupations. What are those occupations? Well, they're mostly in the fields of tech, engineering, medicine, finance, IT. It requires that a bachelor's degree accompany that worker or higher education in a specified field. Now, here's how it works. An employer sponsors a foreign worker, and they can sponsor that visa for up to 3 years and then extend it to 6 years.
If you need a bachelor's degree, then how the heck are truck drivers coming over here from India on H-1B visas? I'm so confused. Someone educate me, please.
Workers can apply for permanent residency later. There is a visa cap, 85,000 new visas each year. Now, of those 85,000, those are only new visas, new H-1Bs. About 400,000 every year are approved. Most of those are renewals, showing that they don't just stay for 3 years, but are renewed and extended past that time frame. Currently, there are supposedly around 700,000 H-1B visa holders in America. Now, who is coming to this country to take these high-skilled jobs? As I mentioned, STEM fields dominate the occupations, and most of the workers come from India. In fact, 70% of H-1B visa holders come from India.
Is absolutely ridiculous. We got to get that taken care of. Come on now.
Another 10 to 15% come from China. 80%.
We need to have 0% from China, considering they're forced mandatory to tell the government anytime they're asked to provide any information that they gained while they're in the United States of America, essentially making every Chinese person on an H-1B visa or student a spy.
Of H-1B visa approvals are for entry-level or junior-level jobs. That's a little hard to stomach when we hear that we're not talented enough or that we're not skilled enough for these jobs. 80% of H-1B visa approvals are for entry-level or junior-level jobs. That's a little hard to stomach when we hear that we're not talented enough or that we're not skilled enough for these jobs when you consider that most of these jobs are actually at entry or junior-level jobs.
We're getting played.
And it's definitely to the benefit of corporations, tech companies that can hire foreign workers, trust me on this, cheaper than American workers. This is laid out, by the way, by billionaire tech entrepreneur Palmer Luckey.
There's so much H-1B abuse. You would not believe what I saw when I was in Silicon Valley. It is insane. It's obviously a program to try and replace U.S. workers with basically slave labor that can't ever escape. The H-1B abuse is crazy.
And it's not just Silicon Valley. The Labor Department launched at least 175 investigations targeting potential abuses in the H-1B visa program. They alleged some foreign workers with advanced degrees paid less than what the job description said. That, of course, not only deprives American workers of that job, who have to have the going rate, but it drives down wages for visa holders and American workers. 700,000 H-1B visas.
It's crazy, man. And now we're on damage control. We've got Kristi Noem out here saying some nonsense and not making sense. I mean, this is pissing me off. I'm not going to turn my back on President Trump, but this is definitely something that people need to look into.
Position on these visas.
Now, we're going to keep using our visa programs. We're just going to make sure that they have integrity, that we're actually doing the vetting of the individuals who come into this country, that they want to be here for the right reasons, that they're not supporters of terrorists.
They can just lie. I mean, come on. They've been doing that this whole time anyway.
And organizations that hate America. And that's what I think is so remarkable is under the Trump administration, we've sped up our process and added integrity to the visa programs, to green cards, to all of that. But also more people are becoming naturalized under this administration than ever before. More people.
Which is not what I voted for, that's for sure. And I'm sure a lot of America First people did not expect this to come out of Kristi Noem's mouth, our DHS secretary. I don't want you to speed up the process to get more people over here. No, I want to get people out so we can get these opportunities back to Americans. Come on, man. Come on.
People are becoming citizens because we're not just streamlining and building some processes back into our immigration policies. We're also making sure that these individuals that are coming into our country and get that privilege, that they actually are here for the right reasons. The Biden administration let thousands of terrorists into this country. They opened the southern border. They abused our asylum programs, abused our protective programs and visa programs, and we fixed all of it. It's remarkable what President Trump has done, and it's because he's a great leader. He's a visionary, and this man is going to go down as a legend.
Here we go with the ass kissing. Now, Trump will go down as a legend, but she is avoiding the question and just going straight into ass kissing. I don't think we need to speed up the process of getting more people to become citizens, right? I understand that process is hell for a lot of people. I get it, but they need to put a cap on how many people are allowed to come to the United States every year. We don't need any more people from China for sure becoming students. Like, what are we going to do with 600,000 Chinese students coming over here, which it is mandatory for them to report back to the government? So essentially, every Chinese student would be a spy because it is mandatory if the government calls for you to give up any information that you obtained while you were in the U.S., you have to do it. Then that's most likely what's going to happen. And you would have to think that people are going to come here, steal our intellectual property like they always have. This is just a lose-lose situation for every American. Unreal.
In history as our greatest president.
Now, let me show you this. This is what Charlie Kirk said. This was in August 14th. This is the social compact breaking down. We need urgency to restore it. 1, mass deportations. Number 2, stop the H-1B visa scam. Because it is absolutely a scam. There's like 62,000 truck drivers that were registered in California that are non-domicile, which means they have no plans on staying here. They're just here to get a quick buck and go back to America. 62,000 drivers on the road. And they're here on H-1B visas. It is an absolute scam. Number 3, dramatically reduce legal immigration. I absolutely agree with that. Number 4, end chain migration and the visa lottery. Yep. Number 5, build 10 million homes for Americans. More than that, because they were building that much every year in the 50s and 60s. Now it's like they're barely building anything. Everything is super expensive. We're just getting the crappy end of the stick handed to us over and over again. And number 6, crush the college cartel. This guy was on it. He knew what he was talking about. I believe Charlie would have ended up being the president of the United States. And I think a lot of people knew that. That could have been why they took him out. It's disgusting, but look, Charlie was right. He was absolutely right about this. And I feel like Trump is not making a good decision here, but not too late for something to be fixed. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to turn my back on Trump. He's done so many amazing things, and I greatly appreciate him for all of the work that he's done. But on this issue, I have to say I disagree. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.